Hi, 30-year-old Amanda. This is 25-year-old Amanda, and you did this because you saw Dodie do it to her 25-year-old self as a 20-year-old, and you thought it was cool. I hope you still think it's cool. Okay, so first let me tell you what's going on with your life. You are currently living with Jasmine because her house is under renovation, so she's here for a month and a half. And mom has been in Switzerland for over a year, and because of COVID you couldn't visit her, but she's back. She came back 2 days ago, and she's serving her 14-day stay home notice now, so you're really excited to see her on the 22nd. I think it's the 22nd, yeah. And also the first vaccine, I think it's the first, is rolling out right now in Britain. It's from Pfizer. Pfizer. Yeah, and Singapore also is still in phase 2. We have been in phase 2 for a very long time. And now they're saying that we will never go into phase 3 unless 70% of the population has traced together the app or the token, and right now we're at about 50%. I don't know if we'll ever get to see more than 5 other people again. I think we will. The vaccines will come. Or, I just have to have smaller friend groups for the rest of my life. I just would miss singing in a group. And you're planning to release your next single, Leave Me Alone, next February 2021. The English version in February and the Malay version in March, which is called Biarku Bersendiri. And those are all the plans for now. Yeah, you also wanted to do an a cappella arrangement, but after discussing it with Yunfan, you decided it's not the time, because you've been trying to arrange it for a few months and it just... Not a few months, a few weeks, and it wasn't happening. So, why force it, right? Maybe you would have already done it when you're watching this video 5 years later. Yeah, so I hope that's a thing. You also just got diagnosed with diabetes a few months ago, and you weren't really shocked at the news because they kind of took about a month to give you the results. And in that month, you were already like, okay, I probably have it. So you just try to cut off sugar, not very properly. You did cut off alcohol though, and I think that was pretty impressive. It is still going on. Tonight, some Vikings are coming over, and by Vikings I don't mean real Vikings, just your friends from Red Camp 8 Vikings. They're coming over and they're gonna drink, and you're not gonna drink. You can do it. It's the holiday season. You're not gonna drink. You can do it. Yeah. So, but how are you? How's your diabetes? You probably didn't die from it yet. I don't think you can die in 5 years from diabetes. And are you still sober? I'm not gonna blame you if you're not, because right now you kind of have plans to just stop this sobriety streak once the year passes. But you're also wondering if it's worth it to only start drinking after the year passes, because then the holiday season's gone. What's the point? You were doing well for the past 6 months or so. Why not just continue? I'm not really gonna discuss marriage plans or anything that you have, because I guess that's a little bit private and this is going on YouTube. So yeah. As for the future, have you decided to continue releasing singles, or have you done more EPs or more albums? I really want to know. Have you done anything in other languages apart from just the Malay one? And do you have an a cappella album or EP? That is the direction you want to go in. So I hope it's there. No hard feelings if it's not. Maybe you have even better songs that you never thought you would write. The latest song you have written is the one about diabetes with soap, titled Diabetes. Very original. How's New Recordings 47? Have you gotten any originals up? Are you all making enough to pay yourselves for the shit you do? Not just being members, because the work is tough. I hope you are. Have you gotten better at living on your own if mom is still in Switzerland? Are you keeping your laundry before it's the next time to do your next batch of laundry? Because that is just annoying to see. You know it's annoying to see, but you still do it anyway, because if no one's there, no one's gonna see your mess, right? But maybe now as a 30-year-old, you're a grown-ass adult and you feel the need to keep your clothes before you do the next batch. That would be an improvement. Are you cooking proper meals for yourself? Or are you still just getting the frozen stuff from the freezer and toasting it? You know, you can do that for days, but you're gonna die early. You know that, I know that, we know that, we still do it. I hope you don't still do it. I hope you have the energy now to make proper meals. But then again, you should have kids. Do you have kids? Are you married? You better be married. I mean, if you're not, fine, but 25-year-old you didn't want kids after you were 30, and I don't think you forgot that, because that has been a thing since the beginning of time. It used to be 21, just have kids at 21, but then you dated a younger guy, so that wasn't happening, and then you shifted that to 25 and now 30. So I really hope 30 was the last change, and I hope you have kids now. Do you have two? Ideally, right now I'm thinking you would have two kids named Elo and Vera. It wasn't a short-lived thing. You were thinking about those names for a very long time. But you know, if you name them something else, that's fine too. I don't care. It's just, you know. Are you still into personal finance? Do you still think you're gonna retire in 10 years when you're 40? Like semi-retire and just do music? Do you think that's possible? I think it's possible at the rate 25-year-old me is going at now. Maybe. I just have to see. I'm so new to all this. I hope you're not still new. Maybe you got better at investing and picking stocks, you know. Maybe things are better now and you have more streams of passive income. Did we get the BTO? Did we get the quota? Or did something happen? Did we not get it? I really hope we still have it. I mean, it's still not ready. It's probably gonna be ready in a year or two, in 2025 or 6. So maybe it's not there yet, but I really hope you still have it, because you really wanted it. You tried 3 years to get it and you really loved it. You were so excited when you got the unit number and everything, so I hope you still have it. But otherwise, you know, life isn't over. You're just homeless. Yeah. So how is Amit's beatbox education system going? If his plans went the way he wanted them to, he should have it up and running right now. And I don't know about his students. He has about 3 or 4 students now, regular ones, and he's still in uni, so that's like 3 jobs at one time. By job, I student is a job, because it takes up that much time. Yeah, so how many students does he have now? Or is he not really teaching, but just teaching teachers that teach, because that's still kind of cool. How's Marcus? Is he working? And if so, what is he working as? Right now, you think that he could be a chef, a video editor, or like a production guy, or an artist, or like a mahjong session coordinator. Is he still bringing friends over? Do you still live here? Is he still bringing friends over to play mahjong when you're not around? Is that still a thing? How is everybody? How are you? Just tell me how you are. Are you still working at Bandcamp? What are you doing? What are you doing with your job? Do you still have a job? Unless you got filthy rich with your investments, which I do not think so, because you're not that risky, you know? Do you have a better recording setup, or do you have a better place to record your stuff? Because right now, this house is right next to a main road, and the windows are thin as hell. You can hear the cars, right? You can hear the traffic right now. I'm not even using a mic because there's no point. It's not gonna sound great. How's the recording going? I hope you have something better planned. And hopefully you have met Sarah and you have sung together, or like maybe performed live together at least one more time, because your musical friendship was really short-lived, and it ought to continue. It deserves to continue. Continue it. Yeah, I guess that's about all I have to say, and I hope you remember to do this video. Don't forget about me. You thought this was a really cool idea, so just reciprocate. Okay? Okay.